All right, I guess it's my turn. After a lot of very sincere, very earnest speeches, I guess it's time to introduce some truthful sarcasm to the mix. About over 7 years ago now, Dan gave a best man speech at my wedding and made me feel about this big. And if I had a shovel, I would have dug a hole and wished for a swift mercy for that.
Whoa. Slow down.
Well, this is my opportunity to really get back at Dan. And I was thinking back, what are some of the most embarrassing things Dan has ever done? And he really hasn't done that many embarrassing things. So I thought I'd tell a few stories about our idyllic childhood, growing up as best friends, brothers, how we used to make up games, and one of the games I made up was called Leopard versus Baboon, where I was very nice and let Dan be the agile, muscular, aggressive leopard, and I would be the baboon whose only defense against the leopard was to throw landscaping rocks. Dan didn't like that game very much, and I think it says more to my prowess to be a rock-throwing baboon than Dan's inability to be a leopard. Another time, Dan was very much into magic, and I convinced him it would be a wonderful magic trick if he popped into this blue toy chest that my dad had had since back in his college days, and I would lock him in it, and we would perform some magic. The only magic trick was that no one had the key. And Dan learned a valuable lesson about
Trust.
small lesson about peer pressure, and a big lesson about panic attacks. Most people need to wait till their 20s or 30s to truly experience a good panic attack. And Dan had it at the age of 9, which is pretty good. But in all honesty, we're just happy Dan made it this day, that he survived his childhood, because it was looking very dicey there for a few years. Because Dan had one of his favorite hobbies in childhood was sledding. And with sledding comes a sort of an inherent danger. And one of Dan's primary dangers with sledding was trees. And it didn't matter the slope of the hill or really the number of trees present on that hill, Dan's face would find it. And he would set off on his hill, little 6-year-old Dan, and like a prideful warrior meeting on the battlefield, would seek out the first tree he could find and attack it with his face. Though his efforts were valiant, the tree generally won both battles. And after the second episode of this, with Dan's face looking like hamburger, I believe he went to the doctor. I don't know who told him. It was a nurse, a doctor, a fellow patient in the hallway. Someone told him that, be careful, because if this happens one more time, your skull will shatter like a Kinder egg, and you will die. And Dan would almost brag about this with sort of an awkward, inappropriate pride that, trust me, if I hit one more tree with this head of mine, I'm a dead man. So he did the only thing a young 8-year-old could do to maintain safety and the temptation of future sledding, and that is to retreat to the basement. And for the next 10 years, Dan avoided all social interaction. He lived playing Ultima Online and painting little computer fantasy creatures. Would not answer the phone unless it rang 30 to 40 times, and even then it was with guttural, awkward tones that made you know he really did not want to talk to you. His skin paled, his muscles atrophied. He survived off of Costco-sized bins of Twizzlers and tamales and Hanson's canned smoothies. I think the only help we had was Diet Mountain Dew. I think you really want to have Diet Mountain Dew. But miraculously, after 10 years, the coast was clear, and he felt maybe he was mature enough to avoid the temptation of future sledding to emerge, and went to college. But jokes aside, he survived that 10-year period, and I can say he's honestly become one of the most remarkable people I know. His annual goals to expand himself and to bake and to skydive and to scuba dive and I mean, list any of the other ones, but I truly find it remarkable. You truly have become one of my best friends and someone I look up to. And I couldn't be more excited about you joining our family. Anyone who can put up with near perpetual sarcasm and awkward dinner conversations is A+ in my book. So I'll finish with a toast. One of the people that couldn't be here today but is here in spirit is our dad. And he had 4 rules or a piece of advice for a happy marriage. So if we could all raise our glass, I would finish with those 4 rules. They have to love God, keep Him first, to choose to love each other every day, to speak freely, communicate openly, and finally to enjoy every last day moment. Cheers.